speak your mind, speak your mind, speak your mind.
Speak your mind, speak your mind, speak your mind.
Speak your mind.
Speak your mind.
You know, I like speaking my mind. Everywhere I go, I like giving my opinion. Speak your mind on Deen TV.
Speak your mind on Deen TV.
Nelson Mandela gave 67 years of his life to the struggle of human rights and social justice. People around the world devoted at least 67 minutes of their time on the 18th of July or even in the month of July itself to commemorate Madiba's birthday. Nelson Mandela once said, "It is in your hands to create a better world for all who live in it." He was a leader who acted with a steadfast belief in justice and human equality. Let us all continue each day to draw inspiration from Nelson Mandela's lifelong example and his call to never cease working to build a better world for all.
This is Tariq and you're listening to Speak Your Mind on Deen TV.
Leon, this month we're celebrating Nelson Mandela Month, not only, but also 67 minutes of change. What have you done to contribute?
Unfortunately, I was working on that day, but I have done a lot of work for the less privileged people. I'm an architect by profession, and I've done some pro bono work for people with physical disabilities for free.
And what do you individually think about the whole concept, or even just Nelson Mandela as an individual, his legacy he left behind, everything that he did? Do you have anything to say about it?
Well, I hope more people would live his legacy, but unfortunately I don't see it anymore. I think he would turn in his grave if he saw what's happening in South Africa today. And so would my father.
You had said something about his legacy, about how we are no longer holding it up and we're not living by it anymore. What exactly? I'm a bit confused. If you could just clarify.
Well, if Nelson Mandela could change my father's mind, and my father was one of the old Boer farmers, and he was a nationalist, and he was anti-ANC and Mandela until he met him, and he changed his mind, and he said, this is a great man. And but today, I think if he would get up out of his grave, and Nelson too, and see the corruption that's going on, he would be horrified. I think there's one problem in this country: anarchy, nepotism, and corruption. ANC. That's my final word.
And what do you think if he would be able to look at it and say something? What do you think he would say? Would he say, guys, this is not happening, change? What changes do you think he would even make upon our country, or the country that he helped to establish and build by himself?
Well, obviously his leadership. That's what's lacking. There's no leadership. Absolutely none. No righteous leadership.
Where does it start? What can we do about it?
People will have to start voting for people who are righteous and unflinchingly incorruptible.
Do you think that we'll get to a point in time where we can look at ourselves and we can stand up tall and say, we are living the real ethic of Ubuntu, the whole I am because you are, and you are because I am, and everything that has been built by the people that fought for this country? Do you think we'll ever be able to come to a day we'll be proud of ourselves?
I think so. As long as I live, I will fight for it. And as I know there are a lot of people, of my friends, who will fight for it. I won't give up hope. I'm living Nelson's legacy.
And what can you say for the people out there who are not and who are doing wrong? Let's give them a word of advice. Let's tell them something.
Well, they have to stop living in the past, the past of division and suspicion, and start embracing one another and uniting as a people. No one's going to help us anymore. There's no Europe for us to go back to. There's no past for us to go. This is it. This is the final 100 meters for us. We have to do it and sprint for it and not give up.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
This is Wakito and Speak Your Mind on DTV.
Hi, what's your name?
My name is Michael.
Michael, this month is a declared month of the Nelson Mandela month, speaking about July to be specific. What did you do for your 67 minutes of change?
My 6 7 minutes, what did I do? I did just pray for him because he was a good guy, you know what I'm saying? Changed everything about Africa and stuff like that. And first of all, I'm from Burundi, and we believe about him, and he did change a lot of things. He tried to help Burundi and stuff like that. You know, he was a good guy, so I pray for him. That minute, I did just pray for him, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Are you inspired by him?
Of course I do, because he did help Burundi a lot, you know what I mean? So, he's inspired by Mandela. He's a good guy, you know what I'm saying?
But hey, the month is not over yet. I believe that you do have a few days. Do you by any chance know or feel that you will be doing anything to celebrate this month, to be specific?
Yes, I do, of course, I do. What I'm going to do is just, I will celebrate it, I will, yeah.
Okay, thank you so much.
Pleasure.
Speak your mind on Deen TV.
Hi, sir, what's your name?
Eric.
Eric, now this month we're celebrating Nelson Mandela Month. Not only that, but we're also celebrating the good life and the legacy that Nelson Mandela left behind for us to not only look up to, but live by as well. What have you learned from him, or what can you take with on a daily basis and remember of him?
Me, if I remember Nelson Mandela, I remember him a lot, because why? He make us like foreigner to be in South Africa, like we're free now. There's no problem. Yes.
And for interest's sake, did you do anything for your 67 minutes of change? And if so, what exactly did you do to help the community or anyone, to be specific?
For 67 minutes, I cleaned the road to help the community. It's what I did for 67 minutes.
And as a person, as an individual, how did that make you feel?
It feels me better or happy, because why we happy here in South Africa. Yes.
If you could sign off a little note to him, if it could be delivered, sealed, signed and delivered, what would you say to him? Would you thank him? What would you say to him?
I would thank him with my whole heart. I would say why he died. If he's still alive, everything was supposed to be fine as it is now.
Thank you so much, Eric.
Thank you very much.
Sipati, speak your mind on Deen TV.
Hi, what's your name?
Chip.
Chip, nice to meet you. It's quite cold out here. I don't know how you guys survive here in Seapoint.
It's warm. It's warm.
Oh, well.
I'm from Chicago in the States, so
okay.
This is warm.
This is nothing compared to what you go through.
No.
Okay, moving along. Well, we're just talking about Nelson Mandela and the whole month, to be specific. What did you do, or do you know of anyone that contributed to the whole 67 minutes of change? What did they do, and did it affect you in any way?
Yes, Mandela is an incredible person. I think he's going to go down in history as one of the best people of the 20th century, honestly. And I have quite a few friends at the business school at UCT down in the waterfront, and many of them went to different places, orphanages. One was a disability center to help out for the 67 minutes. So I think it's a really good day, and I think it's amazing.
I was thinking to myself, do we have to wait for July to come to make 67 minutes of change? Or as individuals, as a community, can we not help each other, or even just be able to do some sort of contribution on a daily basis or on a monthly basis? Do we have to wait for July to do this, to make a Nelson Mandela Day official?
Yeah, I completely agree. I think we should look at it as a reminder that we should always be doing something. Like any organization you can possibly help with, anything at all.
So I'd like to know if you could write a little note to Nelson Mandela. It would be between me and you that I would seal, sign and deliver it. What would you say to him? Would you say thank you, or would you ask him a question and hopefully hope for a response?
I would just say thank you so much. You've inspired the world, and his name will live on forever. Not that I don't think he even cares about that. I think he just wants to help humanity. So I would just say thank you so much for your positive impact on humanity.
Thank you so much for your time.
No problem. Thank you.
Aksara, speak your mind on Deen TV.
Hi, sir. What's your name?
My name is Sanjay Karua.
Excuse me?
Sanjay Kalu.
Sanjay, this is a very cold day.
Yeah, that's really.
Well, we're finding out from people exactly. On this month, we're celebrating Nelson Mandela's, not only Nelson Mandela, but just change in general as well. I would like to know, what have you learned from the big man himself, as well as what have you learned to be able to pass on to your kids and to your grandkids and to the further generation?
That's a lot we have learned from Nelson Mandela. Most of things he bring freedom here in South Africa, as well the whole Africa. He make a freedom for Africans people. Yeah, so to my kids and my grandkids, they have to learn about that for their future. They have to do like a school as a freedom of the whole Africa, even the world also as well.
Do you think when we lost Nelson Mandela, we lost a form of freedom or a certain part of freedom when have things changed ever since he left?
There's a lot, not really things change. He left a lot that if we can see even here in South Africa, there's some people now they do like a school, lots of things that they do. It's not even totally changed. Nelson Mandela has left a lot of things that people they have learned from him. Yeah.
Now, there were 67 minutes dedicated to him on the 18th of July, or even in the month. Did you do anything in your 67 minutes of a contribution to him?
Yeah, for my contribution from them, I didn't do something as well to the community. I've done something in the community to stay together, to celebrate about for Nelson Mandela, also for his life. Yeah.
Thank you so much and enjoy the rest of your day.
You're welcome. Thank you very much.
My name is Timothy.
Errol.
So I have a lovely day on Nelson Mandela Day. So I hope you guys too have a wonderful day on Nelson Mandela Day. So guys, please go out there and speak your mind on Deen TV.
So how are you doing?
I'm alright, yourself?
I'm good. I love your t-shirt.
Thank you.
Can you explain it perhaps to us what exactly is written on your t-shirt? How do you feel wearing such an amazing, beautiful t-shirt? What's written on it?
This was my part of the Mandela Day project. I bought this t-shirt in remembrance of Mandela, and also I did my donation for the soup, 67 soup that was done at a kitchen boutique.
Okay, so you gave away soup for your 67 minutes?
I gave away duvet.
Duvets.
Yeah.
How did that make you feel as an individual?
It makes me feel as a part of what Mandela's legacy was all about, helping those in need and who are not in a better position as I am.
Do you feel that you are one of many that are living his legacy, or do you feel like you are one of the few people that are living his legacy?
I feel I'm part of the many because as we all see him, he was a role model. He gave up a huge portion of his life for the liberation of the people of this country. And for me, that's something that is worth remembering.
If you had a little baby, if you had a child, and they would ask you, Daddy, who is Nelson Mandela? What exactly would you tell them in short?
I would say Nelson Mandela was a selfless person who considers the rest of the world before his own needs as a human being.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you so much, sir. And can we have your t-shirt perhaps? Can we purchase your t-shirt?
It's priceless.
It's priceless.
Just as the man who was behind the concept.
Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
My name is Eric Mtemanyanza. I'm speaking on Deen TV.
Hello, what's your name?
I'm Tariq.
Tariq. I thought it was Tarzan, but that's fine. I thought Jane and Tarzan could go back to the jungle, but that's cool. Tariq, we're celebrating Nelson Mandela Month this month. What have you done in your 67 minutes of change?
Okay, so I'm a software developer and I'm actually an apprentice. So what I did for my 67 minutes was I helped other junior apprentices and actually teach them how to code. So I dedicated actually more than 67 minutes of my time for that. But it's previously disadvantaged people and actually mentoring them and teaching them how to code so that they can get better jobs at the end of the day. That's what I did for myself.
I'm very proud of you. Now I'd like to ask you, now Nelson Mandela left a heavier, bigger, larger, humongous legacy behind. Do you think we are living by it? Do you think that people are living each day holding the banner of greatness, of integrity up and responsibility and everything that Nelson Mandela left behind?
From what I see, yes, some people still need to work on this stuff, but from what I can see, it is making a big impact.
If he's looking down on us right now, do you think he's looking down on the whole South Africa, the Cape Town, the Johannesburg, the Durbans, and saying, I am proud of you guys, right?
My name is Leon Lutz. Speak your mind on Deen TV.
What's your name, sir?
Errol.
Errol and?
Timothy.
Timothy and Errol. Wow. Okay, cool. Listen, James, we're speaking about Nelson Mandela Day, and we're speaking about the whole month and the legacy he left behind. What do you have to say about it?
Oh, it was very nice. It was very cool. So we had a nice party, Mandela Day party. It was everything nice. The DJs, everything was there. Nelson Mandela Day was hectic. It was off the hook, man. If you was there, you would have seen how nice what it is. It's
You guys driving lekker on the day.
Ooh, it was so nice to drive on the floors and everything like that. It was so cool, man. So Nelson Mandela Day, birthday, we will never forget that day. It was a very nice day. So I hope you enjoy it and you like it. So come on to the floor, man.
Has he inspired you in any way, or what did you do for your?
We was together all time, and after party, we was having a walk to the beach, looking at the Robert Island. That was fun. Having a story about the past of him. And talking about how we fight for our country. We celebrate each and every day about our father passing by, and we missed him, and we are always in touch with him. We are reading his books and so on, going to the library every day, sometimes, but this day we didn't have time because we didn't have
Okay, now there's that whole 67 minutes of change, now, where you contribute 67 minutes to do something for the community or something for the less privileged or someone, exchange something. Not exchange, but do something for someone. Did you guys do anything? And if not, though, are you planning to do anything before this month ends? I feel you must, though.
Yes, we do. There is a lot of talent we got, and there is too much what we are planning to do before this month is going to end, before Mandela's Day party is over. Then there is too much here in Seapoint, guys. We are in Triangle Road. If you want to come check us out there. We got too much stuff to do. We're going to the beach. We're going to play football and all that kind of stuff. Just come and join us, please. It's gonna be nice.
And on the last 40 minutes, we always want to learn something about someone else. That's why we agree with sharing, like Madiba always say, freedom was the best thing we ever had in this world.
So we're going to get together in the last 14 minutes. We're going to exchange what we've learned about him.
He fight for our country. He teaches us many things. He teaches us as we learn from from living with the other nations, not having a problem with them.
Keep them as your brother or your sister.
Yes, keep them closer, much closer than you can, and making peace with everyone. That's how we.
For those that don't know about him, for those that have not done anything, what exactly do you have to say to them? Tell them to pull their socks up, tell them something, but they can't just sit there and not celebrate this month. So what are we going to tell them? Let's conclude something. What do we tell them to do to celebrate Nelson Mandela's month?
From my side, I can say they can celebrate everything. They can have a few nice stories, read a book of him, talking about his past, having learning from the past, whatever he learned us. As a father, he was fighting for our country, and we love in sharing peace with each and every one in every day and every minute of your day.
There we go. Spend every minute and every day celebrating Nelson Mandela Day. # make every day a Nelson Mandela Day. Thank you, guys.
No problem, mate.
My name is Sanjay, speaking on my mind on Deen TV. So everyone must be watch and enjoy for that's it. Thank you.
This month what I've done, I'm helping people, homeless people, people who are in need, people who's hungry. I'm always giving them something. If I have something like food at home, I don't throw it in a bin, I give it to them. Yes.
And with regards to, we're celebrating Nelson Mandela's legacy, not only his legacy, but all that he has done for our country as well. Now, in the month of July, what have you learned from him, or what can you pass on to the next person, or to your sister, to your cousin, to your brother, anything? What can you tell them about this amazing man?
To tell them about this man, Mr. Mandela, he was a hero, my hero, and he was a good man. And he fight for freedom, and he never changed. He stood by us. He never changed his mind. He stand for us.
If I could make magic happen, and you could spend 60 seconds with him, what would you do in his presence? Would you ask him a question, or would you just give him a hug? Would you just say thank you for all you've done for us?
I will tell him thank you for what he done for me, for everybody in the world, because now we can sit with the white people, because that's what he wanted. Ebony and Ivory sit together. So that's what he done. You see, he wanted all the time. It's happening now.
And the whole spirit and vibe of Ubuntu that he had taught us. Do you think we are still living by it though?
Yes, we still, because I respect other people. I respect whether you're coming from what country. Doesn't mean you're not my brother from my mother. You're still my brother. You're still my sister. You're still everything to me. I respect you like I'm talking to you now. I respect you like you respect me. That's what he likes to.
So we can agree that I am because you are and you are because I am?
Yes, yes. Without you, I'm nothing. Because you fight with Mandela the time he was struggling. You stood by him. You were there for him. Why me? Why I can't do that? I'm always fighting? Why I'm fighting for xenophobia? Why must I stand for xenophobia? I have to fight xenophobia because that's not good. Because you are my brother. You are my blood. You see, doesn't mean the color. It can be white, you can be Chinese, you can be Indian, doesn't matter. The blood is same.
And if he could forgive, why can't we?
Why can't we forgive? We have to forgive. Because who we are to judge? Because God did die for us too. He's like my God. Because he died for me. He stood by me. You see. Yes.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you very much.
My name is Chip, and this is Speak Your Mind on Deen TV.
Hi, lady. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good.
What's your name?
Maxara,
Maxara, how old are you?
8 years old.
Do you know about a man called Nelson Mandela?
Yes.
What do you know about him? What have you heard about him?
That he has recently died.
Oh.
Yes.
And do you know what he did for the country? Did you like him? Is he a good man?
Yes, yes.
You like him a lot, no?
Yes.
If you could see him for like 2 minutes, if I could make a plan and you could see him for 2 minutes, what would you say to him or what would you ask him?
I'm not really sure about that. I haven't thought about that yet.
You haven't been taught about that. Are you excited to learn about it?
Yes, yes, yeah.
Pretty much? Are you going to tell me something when you learn about it?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Thank you so much.
Be wise, be free, and speak your mind on Deen TV.
That when you think of him, what do you think of?
The thing that I learned from Nelson Mandela is that how to contribute things to the people, to the community. Yeah, and I remember a lot about him. I'm here today because of him. He fight for the freedom for South Africa.
If you can think of all your grandparents and your grandmother, you know, I'm sure when he had left us, the day he had left us, it had hurt so many people. Can you maybe remember or think of something that your mother or father might have remembered from the legacy that he has left behind?
Yeah, I can remember my father. Yeah, because he was shot during the apartheid time. Yeah, he was shot there. He didn't die at that certain time, you see. He died, I think, 15 years ago. You see. He was shot by the Boers. You see. That's what I can remember about the apartheid.
Tloni, now this month they have arranged something out of it called 67 Minutes of Change. Have you done anything towards the community to show your individual power to be not to be working, but to be contributing to the country as a whole? And if you've not done anything yet, are you going to do it before the month ends?
I'm trying to collect the people of the community so we can clean up where the people are dumping. Yeah, now in my 67 minutes, I think so.
No, that is very good. Thank you so much, and all the best, and God bless you.
Okay, thank you.
Not only from the rest of Sea Point, but the rest of Cape Town, South Africa, on what they have to say about the month of July, which is also known as the Nelson Mandela month. 67 Minutes of Change. What did you do? What did I? Well,
Speak Your Mind on Deen TV.
I'm Khadija Isaacs and Speak Your Mind on Deen TV.